Nice job. Very nice. How do you feel?
Yeah, pretty good. Just first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, you're going first. It's our first Masterclass with Boston Art Song Society and Holden Voice Program. Congratulations. That was a great performance. Justin, how do you feel over there?
Great.
Anything you want to add before I get started?
No.
Wonderful. Okay, so what's going on in this song? Where are we? We just came from the beloved's house. Something bad happened. We don't know specifically what. We know that the girl talked of love and the mother spoke even of marriage, but we don't know what happened. We don't know how things went sour, but you're walking by, what else is going on?
Yes, so I'm walking by the house of, the ex-fiancé girlfriend who rejected me, and I see the weather vane floating in the wind. And I'm basically making a comparison between the inconstancy of the woman's heart to the flipping of the weather vane.
Absolutely. And I think we heard some really great contrast throughout, right? There's the dynamic contrast is really helping to tell that story. I think now that we're here and we're comfortable, we can be a little more haphazard in the way that you approach this. And both of you can play with that a little bit more. Justin, feel free to be, bold at the beginning. And we take that over. I know it's marked piano, but sort of my secret to piano singing is intensity in the consonants. So if we want to be quiet at the beginning, we still have to keep, whisper, right? Like if you're hiding in the closet with a friend, you're just telling a secret. Everything needs to still be very active in the consonants. So in order to get the right kind of piano sound, this one is very hard, right? This one is very tricky. In order to get the right piano sound, we have to keep those consonants active while keeping the vowels a little bit softer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Can we try that opening a little bit more? Justin, would you mind being a little more swaggery and fast? And let's see how that goes. Yeah. That's the wind. Take it over. Something new. Good. Perfect. Pause, please. Good. Great. So we're already starting to get a little more of the atmosphere in the sound. Yeah. That beginning was really, really nice. How did it feel?
Great. Yeah, definitely focusing on the consonants in this one.
It feels comfortable, right? Now, there's a risk a little bit with doing too much consonants. You can run out of air, and there's and then you have nothing left over for the end. But I think for you, that worked really well. We started to feel a little bit more creepiness. I get a lot of creepiness from this character, as we're walking. I have a feeling that it did not end well. It wasn't a mutual breakup in this piece. So So when you get back to something new, it's still marked piano in Justin's part, which is fine. But I do think you can be a little bit more full, but in the way where the round kind of fullness, right, where the vowel takes precedence. So let go a little bit of the consonants and let the vowels take over. One word, Wetterfahne, Wetter, like weather, Wetter. Okay, and I think that'll line that up a little bit more. So I don't know if it made sense. Da dacht ich schon in meinem Wanne. We can make atmosphere with tone, right? So the tone can be a little bit warmer in that place, or a little bit rounder, spookier when you get there. But it doesn't need to be necessarily more aggressive yet. Let's save that for a little bit later, if that's okay. Can we try that again? Sure. I might yell prompts at you, but just to go over, you'll get used to it. Okay, let's go. Big open breath. Wonderful. Pause. Wonderful. Already getting better and better. What do we think? Good? Coming along? Good. Okay. Oh, thank you. It's nice to have an audience here, so feel free to shout things out within reason. Good. When we get to es bemerken sollen des Hauses aufgestellt, it's very tempting to make that stand out too much. Can we make it all part of one line, right? Da 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 bemerken sollen des da 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 da. Is that okay? I didn't warm up today. I wasn't expecting to sing very much, but here we are. Could we go from da dacht ich schon in meinem Wanne? And when you get there, just make those high notes a part of the line, right? They don't have to be anything special just yet. Keep it in line. You sound great. Good, great. Wonderful. Let's pause there. Very good. How'd that feel?
I think it felt good.
Yeah. What do we think out here? There was a part, sie hebt dem Armen Flück was always a little bit aggressive, and that last time felt very floaty and nice within the context. We heard a big change out here, which is where the thumbs up came in. I do have a kind of a thumb that goes sideways, so it could be a little confusing. Good. So this was wonderful. Still feel okay?
Sure.
All right, always checking in. Das bemerken sollen, des Hauses aufgestellt. I'd love to try a little more of a pure A vowel on I appreciate the modification, but I wonder if it's getting in the way with your legato there a little bit. So could we try, can you say gestecktes, gestecktes. Yeah, hold it out a little longer, please. Gestecktes. Yes, right. Okay, it's just going a little, which is safer, but I don't think you need it in that range as much. By the way, for any of our singers today, if I say anything that doesn't work for you, you don't like it, just enjoy it while we're here and then throw it in the trash on the way out. It's totally fine. Go back to the way you sing it after we're done. These are all suggestions, and there's plenty of ways to perform these songs. I'm just giving you what I hear and what I think could be, instant improvement. So no need to take everything with a little grain of salt. Okay? You sound great. I'm a stop and start kind of person, but I'll let you go now. Can we go from hat as eher, please? Nice. pause there. Good. Feel okay? Let's talk about small words. You're not a native German speaker, are you?
I do speak German.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry if I ever say something that's not right. But der Wind spielt drinnen mit der wie auf dem Dach, nur nicht so leise, and it's gone. There, the small words. Der Wind spielt drinnen mit den Herzen wie auf den. It's very tempting to make those clipped as we go, and I know they're small, I know they're unimportant words, but I think for vocally, can we lengthen them a little bit? See how it affects your legato line. Let's play with that a little bit. Is that okay? Der Wind. Pick up to 25, I believe. Pause, please. Good. So der Wind spielt. So in other words, the pickup should have a little bit more vowel to it, just for vocal.
So almost like accenting the der.
Less on the R, more on the E. Okay. Der Wind spielt drinnen im Herzen wie auf dem Dach. There's nothing. Justin can follow you on those eighth notes if you want to lengthen them a little bit. Wie auf dem Dach. Okay. Just stretch the vowel. Imagine the vowel is taffy. You're stretching it a little bit, especially on that pickup. Der Wind, der Wind. Is that okay? Let's give it a shot. See how it goes.
Der Wind spielt drinnen mit den Herzen wie auf dem Dach.
Good. Good, pause. Do we want to take a breath after Herzen? There's a comma. Der Wind spielt drinnen mit den Herzen wie auf dem Dach. You can always take a little bit more time there if you want. Do you want to try it and see how it goes? Justin, we know what we're doing there?
Der Wind spielt drinnen mit den Herzen wie auf dem Dach.
Good.
Was fragen Sie mit Schmerzen? Ihr Kind ist ein.
Sorry, we're in a slightly different place. Good. I think we could go back and try it one more time. Would it be okay vocally just to try it on ma really quick?
Sure.
Just to see if we can. I really want to squeeze as much vowel out of that sound as possible. Less m, more ah. Ma 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 ma. Is that okay? Wonderful. Okay. So you don't need that breath. Now just sprinkle some consonants in there with the words, so that the consonants have a tendency to rob a little bit from the beautiful legato line, and they can be very useful. But in this song in particular, I'm always finding myself out of breath, just running out. By the time you get to that high note, it's very punishing. And I think it's maybe self-inflicted by Schubert to some degree. He wants the singer to feel a little bit of that immediate pain coming from the house. So little sprinkles of consonants here. We don't feel like you have to do too much, okay? Any questions, thoughts, ideas? Actual text, please. Same place. Beautiful. That's really great. I didn't know if you had an extra bump or something at the end. I was I was waiting for it. That would be if in the Disney Winterreise, perhaps. This is great. But so after it's a lot of back and forth, right? It's a lot of legato singing and then very aggressive out of nowhere. So I do think that when we start asking the question, was fragen Sie nach meinen Schmerzen, we can start to attack the sound with the consonants a little bit more. Nach meinem Schmerzen. And I do think, remember we were trying not to modify the vowel earlier on stecktes, gestecktes Schild. Here I think you could use, if you want to try it, ist eine a little bit more just for where it is vocally. Is that okay? And it comes from where you breathe. We have a big opportunity for a yawny breath there. We're setting up the vocal placement there, right? Okay. Can we go, Justin, from one measure before Was fragen Sie nach meinem Schmerzen?
Yeah.
Great job.
Was fragen Sie nach meinen Schmerzen?
More.
Was fragen Sie nach meinen Schmerzen?
Ist
Ihr Kind ist eine rasche
Wonderful. A little round of applause, please. That was great. We still have a second here. Big difference, I think, in the sound. There's a lot that you can draw out of a 2-page song like this, and we could go on and on and on forever. But you're doing some really great work and super responsive right away, which I really appreciate. So different ways of finding that contrast, right? Not necessarily just loud, not necessarily just soft. But how do we find hushed? How do we find loud? How do we find aggressive? And sometimes we have to assess what our tools are. We have tone available, which comes from the way you breathe. We have, and sometimes the vowel choices you make as you go up. We also have consonants available. We have articulation, and anything else I'm missing? That sounds about right. Dynamic is our other one, but it kind of goes hand in hand with those. This is wonderful. So we will revisit this in the performance at the end. Great job. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Don't forget this. Awesome. Okay. Han, you're next, right? Three.
Gefrorene Tropfen fallen von meinen Wangen ab.
Very nice. How do you feel?
Not so nice.
Why not?
I wasn't engaged with it.
Can you say one thing that went well before we dig in?
I think I got the notes right. And I think
You absolutely did.
Like generally the geography of the piece, I think I like the way that I want to map it out.
Yeah.
Like more or less.
It's getting there. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. It's getting there, and that's what we're all works in progress, right? And singing has this weird psychological thing tied to it, where if the piano Justin was playing had a broken key, we wouldn't say Justin sucks at piano. So we blame ourselves, right, for something not going exactly right with our instrument. You don't have anything to worry about. Your instrument sounds great. You're just being a little hard on yourself. So don't feel like you need to do that. I want to just, maybe we can start from the end and work backwards if that's okay. I do notice there's a big change. Well, let's work from the most obvious change, which is Des ganzen Winters Eis. I definitely think should be stark. Here it says stark, which I take as a subito forte. And getting into that, I think if we have an immediate contrast that grabs the audience a little bit more at the end. So where would be a good place to start? Where's uns trinkt doch aus der Quelle? I'm looking for it. Oh, sorry. Ihr trinkt doch aus der Quelle. This is pick up to measure 40. Is that okay? And let's try to make that big shift at Des ganzen Winters Eis at the end. It's the last thing you say. Okay.
Ihr trinkt doch aus der Quelle, der Brut so glühend heiß, als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think we can use a little more S on des to get you to exactly where. Des ganz, a little bit more S, a little bit more G. Des ga. Can we say it? Des ga. You don't speak German, do you? Okay, good. Anytime I'm like, oh no, now I'm going to say something completely wrong. Des ga. Des ga. So it is a small word, and for you, we're going to need a little bit. There's so much beautiful legato singing happening that we actually need to make it a little bit more clipped in places, which is a good problem to have. Des ga. Okay, let's try that sung. Is it als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen, okay? Wollt. If you use wolltet also as an opportunity to kind of strike at the heart, als wolltet, we can do a little bit of an accent there with the V. Okay? Try it, see how it feels.
Als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen
Wonderful.
des ganzen Winters Eis.
Big statement.
Des ganzen Winters Eis.
Yeah. All right. So that's better. Yeah. Getting there. Ganzen. So we need that sound too. If I'm being super picky, which I can be because you sound great. Feel okay? Does nothing hurts?
No.
Nothing is troubling you too much. Let's try that one more time. Just same place. Des ganzen. We need to hear that middle consonant for full effect. Okay? Great job. Let's do it. Alles wolltet.
Als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis. Des ganzen Winters Eis.
Good. It's on its way. Wonderful. Feeling very impactful there at the end. Good. So we make a transition from the beginning to the end of the song. Gefrorene Tropfen, frozen drops of tears are falling from my cheeks they're not even. It's so cold they don't even have the opportunity to warm up. It's very bleak. Have I then not noticed that I have been weeping? You haven't noticed because your tears are freezing on your face, right? So that, we can play with that a little bit more, play with the consonants at the beginning. I like soft, but I think it needs a little bit more pepper in the soup at the beginning. And then when we get to I Tränen, we can have a more personal conversation with I Tränen, meine Tränen. Why are you really so tepid? Right, so that we can make that a little bit more personal. And like I said, once you leave here, just throw it out in the garbage if you don't like it.
I agree.
I always go toward the external first. So, and then I take things internal. I'm the external song singer. And you can, if you want to make it more internal, that's fine, more stately. But for me, it's got to come out first. Can we start from the top, please? Can we go from your intro, Justin?
Yeah.
Thank you. Teardrops.
Gefrorene Tropfen fallen von meinen Wangen ab. Ob es mir denn entwangen,
It's fine.
dass ich geweinet
A little
hab.
softer, maybe?
Dass ich geweinet hab.
Conversation with your tears.
I Tränen, meine Tränen, und seid ihr gar so laut, dass ihr starrt zu Eis, wie kühler Morgentau.
Perfect, let's pause. Great. It's already starting to have much more character, I think. We like that in this piece. It's got to be a little bit more over the top so we get, that it was a painful experience for you and you have 24 songs to go through and tell us about your pain with little nice moments. We'll hear the linden tree from Mark in a little bit. There's like one or two happy-ish songs that are tinged with sadness. So did we all hear the teardrops in the piano? Blum, 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 blah. But they're frozen. So when we, actually, Justin, would you mind playing that once more? Great. So he's giving you everything you need to understand what the song is about. It's really interesting. I love the conversation you were having with your tears. Don't sleep on the word meine. Tränen. Meine Tränen. They're no one else's tears but yours. You have to own them, right? How do your tears make you feel? Do they make you feel? You tell me.
They're interesting tears because they're like as you described at the beginning, they're frozen, but at the end it's like they're coming from this very like scathingly hot like inside.
For me, it makes me angry. Why can't I even cry right?
It's like I'm not able to express myself.
Yeah. Do we all know people who can't cry? Maybe you're one of them. I'm sorry. But why can't I just process this? Right. So have a relationship with your tears throughout this piece. I Tränen, meine Tränen, und seid ihr gar so, right? It can be. You can keep it in the mouth a little bit too. You can whisper it a little bit. I think. To make it a little bit more personal. Hey, another tool. Interesting. As long as it doesn't take you off of your great vocal track. Okay. Beginning once more, please.
Also, is any of this too soft? Like, can people hear?
Can we hear in the back? Yeah.
Tropfen fallen von meinen Wangen ab.
Good. Can we pause really quick? That was awesome. It's really getting there. I just want to give you one more tool if you choose to accept it. You don't have to. Have you ever clenched your? This is not voice teachers out there. You can let this go after. Have you ever kind of clenched your teeth and spoken through clenched teeth at someone you're really upset with? Meine Tränen. Can we try it once through clenched teeth just to see how it feels, and then unclench it? Justin, can we hear the notes at? And I guess I mean inside your Gasolau. Through let's see if you can do that without opening your teeth at all, and just see if it gets the right effect. Can we hear I Tränen? No piano, just you. I Tränen.
I Tränen, meine Tränen.
Just clench.
Und seid ihr gar so laut.
Good. Pause. Okay, now don't do that ever again. But find if you can find that hushed tone, right? Like you're just so fucking. Oh, we're in a church, but just fucking pissed at yourself, right? I Tränen, meine Tränen, und seid ihr gar so laut. Okay. So let's find that without doing something vocally unhealthy. Could we go from I Tränen, and I will let you sing now.
I Tränen, meine Tränen, und seid ihr gar so laut, dass ihr starrt.
Nice.
Zu Eise, wie kühler Morgentau. Und trinkt doch aus der Quelle, der Brut so glühend heiß, als wolltet ihr schmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis.
Great, pause, great. When you repeat something, it's got to be for a reason, right? So why do you repeat there? And we can figure out how to do it from that.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. For me, I feel like this like second part is like I'm trying to like, I asked this question, but I'm like even more like wondering even more.
Yeah. Okay. So you say something. Does anyone even hear me? Does anyone even hear me? Right. It needs to be more emphatic the second time. I think.
Or I guess like the guns and his eyes. That's more like before you get mad. Before you get even more mad, you're like contemplative. You like ask the question, you're like, wait a second, why is this?
Good. There's a forte in the piano part too, so that's a little bit of a so we do have a little hint from Schubert. Let's make it more emphatic the second time. Then you can play with it the next time. You can do a swell. Just follow what the piano is doing. There's a swell on the piano the next time, and then it's stark the second time, right? So more frustrated, more emphatic the second time. As if you would, so the words are about your tears, as if you would melt all the ice of winter. All the ice of winter, right? You're losing yourself. Let's go from, please, und trinkt. Thank you.
Und trinkt doch aus der Quelle, der Brut so glühend heiß, als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis. Ihr trinkt doch aus der Quelle, der Brut so glühend heiß.
Good, pause. I'm not pausing you because you took a breath, but I'm pausing you because it says piano in the piano part. So I think we can take that as a hint and hush it again. Ihr trinkt doch. It's the first time we say ihr instead of und. So there's something new. Ihr trinkt doch aus der Quelle. So let's see if we can keep it hushed with big consonants. You just went des ganzen Winters Eis. Can we start right on ihr trinkt? Nice and hushed.
Ihr trinkt doch aus der Quelle, der Brut so glühend heiß.
More.
Als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis.
Applause. Good. I do think I'm very impressed by your loud singing, but I think it still needs those consonants in it. Descansen wie, descansen wie. If we can, even if you take it down a little tiny bit, but add more words, the point is to communicate an idea to them, yeah, rather than to show off. You're already showing off throughout the song. Can we do that? We have just enough time to go. Aus Wolte. Excellent job, by the way.
Just right at the very end.
Yes, please. Des Ganz.
Alles wohltet it es schmeltet des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis.
Yeah, right. Great. Yeah, that S is an opportunity. Des ganzen Winters Eis. An opportunity for madness. So just something to think about. You can do whatever you want on this song, but these are just ideas on how to make it more external. How do you feel?
Yeah, I love it.
Good. So just have to think about it. See what we can sprinkle in when we do the full run later. Great job. Wonderful. Anika. Ready? Yes. Anika. I've got the Charlie Brown watch going. Yes. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's Erstarum, number 4.
You might want to warm up a little bit, just because this is like the first time I've spoken.
This is a very tricky song. See if we can warm up in the singing though.
I can do that.
We understand that you're coming straight from a thing and it's Saturday and it's still the morning. Choir concert last night.
It has been an event.
Nobody's going to judge the vocals, right? We're here to learn. Okay, is that okay?
Yes.
You got this. Big breaths. Ground yourself. You're gonna do great. Let's give it a shot. job. This is, for my money, this is the hardest one in the first 5. And knowing your voice, I wanted to give it to you because it very dramatic, and I understand so tricky to put together with a pianist for the first time. And you did an admirable job. It's really, really, really good, and lots of great things going on. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's sounding good. Okay, so I do think that eventually we're going to want to work the tempo up a little bit for comfort. Do I think we should do that just yet? No, I think there's a couple little things that we want to work on just to make sure that it's comfy for you. This is great. Okay, let's talk about those high notes that, in kind of true tenor form, you hung on to the high part a little too much. I say as a tenor. So let's make sure that we get off of that just in time. Don't enjoy the high note too much that we go out of time, because that starts to give Justin heart palpitations. Yeah, he looks okay. He's going to be fine. Otherwise, really, really wonderful, very musical, and this is the anxieties written into this piece. Dum, pum, pum, ba-da-da-dun, dun, dun, dun. For my money, it's the most anxious. Looking for her footprints, crying in the snow, melting it, and in vain I seek her footprints in the snow where she walked on my arm through the green meadows. You're searching.
Yeah.
I will kiss the ground and pierce ice and snow with my burning tears. How did the tears go from frozen to burning in just one song? I don't know. But it's an interesting thing. You're seething until I see the earth. So now your tears are so warm that they're going to melt the snow, and we'll be able to see the ground beneath your feet, right? It's so dramatic, and it's a perfect song for you. I hope it feels, for your voice is what I mean. I don't know, personally, but okay. Feel free to, I know it's tricky, feel free to have a little bit more mystery at the beginning when you first come in, I think. That first breath can be a mysterious breath. Now it should be in time, but ich such in Schnee vergebens nach ihrer dritte Spur. A little bit more detached, I think, at the beginning is okay. So that when we reattach vocally, it has a lot of impact. Let's try it. Justin, where's a good place? Right on the measure 7? Is that okay?
Measure 7?
Yes.
Yeah, just right on that.
Yeah, right where the singer comes in. Is that okay with you? So we'll go 1, 2, 3. How about the pickups in measure 8? let's try that. Ich such im Schnee vergebens nach ihrer dritte Spur, wo sie an meinem Arm durchs richtige grüne Flur. Good. Ich such im Schnee vergebens nach ihrer dritte Spur, wo sie an meinem Arm durchs richtige grüne Flur. Good. Let's work out a couple words because it's good. It's just a little inconsistent. Spur, Flur, rhymes with Flur. Always Such in Schnee. And I don't think we have any umlauts there. Ich such im Schnee. Oh, and the last one. Listen, I did this song for a masterclass that got recorded and put on YouTube, and I just to this day get dragged for my German every day. So meinem Arm, right? Meinem Arm. Really, we want it to be meinen, but the case is it's got to be meinem. Yep. Otherwise, they will drag you on YouTube. Okay. So meinem Arm. Just see if we can get that. Okay. Ich such im Schnee vergebens nach. Is it okay to try? Or would you be comfortable going a little faster?
Yeah.
The breaths are all good, but just a little bit faster, I think you'll have an easier time vocally. Yeah. Justin, is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Right where you come in, please.
Ich such im Schnee vergebens nach ihrer
Spur.
Spur, wo sie an
Meinem. There we go. Good job. There is one umlaut. Keep going. Yes, wonderful. How's it feel? A little bit better, a little faster. What do we think out here? We're happy? Good. This is going very, very well. I'm going to offer a suggestion for vowel, and if you could take it now and then on your way out, you can keep it in your back pocket or throw it away. Totally fine either way. I think as we begin to approach Bodenkuss durch the Justin, can I hear measure 25?
I haven't brought over some instruments.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's F sharp G. Ich will den Boden küssen, durchdringen Eis und Schnee mit meinen heißen Tränen. I think it all needs to have a little bit more awe in the sound. So if you can breathe in, imagine an awe floating toward you. Oh, awe, wonderful. And then every other vowel gets a little tinge of awe in it. Is that okay? So, durchdringen Eis und Schnee mit of course, you know, in German, meinen heißen Tränen. It's more bright, but vocally for this, I think we can have a little bit more awe so that it feels more comfortable. And even after your high note, it can meinen heißen Tränen can still live in awe house. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Justin, can we start from F sharp G?
Yeah.
Ich will den Boden küssen. Let's try it.
Ich will den Boden küssen,
Boys.
Eis und Schnee mit meinen heißen Tränen küssen. Die Rose. Ich will den Boden küssen und trinken Eis und Schnee mit meinen heißen Tränen küssen.
Wonderful, wonderful. Pause, please.
Yes.
Great. Does it feel any more comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, it feels a little more fluid.
Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Should make sense so far.
Okay, good. Die Erde sich will den Boden küssen. Küssen. Anytime, it's sort of like the word love, like anytime you have it, you have to really enjoy singing it. Küssen. You can have a little bit more kiss in the sound. Küssen. Can we say it a few times? Küssen. Yeah, try and your kissing, your tears are kissing or I will kiss the ground and pierce ice and snow with my burning tears. So let's feel that little sense of küssen, that kiss, küssen. Yeah. Good. This is a good one, but it's also pretty long. Do we have küssen again at the end? No. Can we do? Oh, let's go on. You'll take that note for later, right? Küssen. Something new when you get to Wo find ich eine Blüte? Okay, just a new sense of searching, but now it's kind of a happy search, right? A different, temporarily happy. Until we start talking about the dead flowers in a couple measures. Okay, let's go from, can we go from Justin Erde See? Is it okay to hear that transition?
Yeah.
Great. Yes, just Justin.
Okay.
And then you come in. The See. Pause, please. Wonderful. That already feels much more inviting than the first time we heard it, and it's starting to have some nice contrast to it. That question, where shall I find a flower, or where shall I find green grass? Oh, the answer: the flowers have died. The grass looks so pale. We get a lot of that right now. We're not sure what the weather is in Boston. Wo finde ich eine Blüte? Wo finde ich grünes Gras? When you get to that part, just get a little bit more intensity in the consonants. Der Rasen sieht so blass Wo find ich eine Blüte? Wo find ich grünes Gras? So that we're asking a question again. Remember repeated text, right? We're going a little crazy with the repeated text, which is a good thing. Gives us more character. Great. Is it okay to start from right on? Wo find ich eine Blüte? Okay, Justin.
Wo find ich eine Blüte? Wo find ich grünes Gras? Die Blumen sind erstorben, der Rasen sieht so blass. Die Blumen sind erstorben, der Rasen sieht so blass. Wo find ich eine Blüte? Wo find ich grünes Gras? So denk ein Auge, denk kann ich nehmen mit von hier. Wie eine Schmerzensweide, sagt mir dann von hier. So denk ein Auge, denken ich nehmen mit von
Big
hier.
breath.
Meine Schmerzen schweigen, wer sagt mir dann von hier? Mein Herz ist wie erfroren, als dort ihr Bild darin spielt jeder
Good. Can we pause there? Good. Good. I wanted to give you the opportunity to sing a little bit more. That's really wonderful and tricky, right? You're doing an admirable job with this very, very stormy music out of nowhere. Just be aware of when a consonant is, or rather when a syllable is unaccented, that we don't necessarily punch because it's a little bit higher or something like that. Sometimes das Herz mir wieder. Even in mine, look, I have unaccented written over there. Das Herz mir wieder. So that we back off of it a little bit after the V. Fließt auch ihr Bild. Love this song. So we're doing erfroren, right? Which is frozen instead of dead. Mine says erstorben. We can make either choice. Is your heart frozen or dead? I think yours is frozen, we've decided. But when you get there, mein Herz ist wie erfroren. Right, really give a little bit more on that syllable. Okay? Das Herz mir wie. If you give a little more on V, a little bit less on de, then it starts to make a little bit more sense. Okay? Where's a good place to start? How about from mein Herz ist wie erstorben or erfroren?
Mein Herz ist wie erfroren, als dort ihr Bild darin spielt jedes Herz mir wieder, ist auch ihr Bild dahin. Mein Herz ist wie erfroren, als dort ihr Bild darin spielt jedes Herz mir wieder, ist auch ihr Bild.
Nice. Yeah, that's a really nice final statement. Yeah, I was like, is it going to be there? And it was. Ihr Bild dahin. Right, just make sure that's there. Words are mostly good. I think, now I urged you to go into Auhaus a little bit earlier. Mein Herz, though, I think could be more Mein Herz ist wie erfroren. Okay? Kalt starrt ihr, we don't need the modification so much there. Mein Herz. Can we say that?
Mein Herz.
Yeah, good. It's harder to put into practice, but all right. You feel okay? Can we do one more time from the last page or so?
Yeah.
Mein Herz ist wie erfroren. Is that okay? Same place?
Yeah. Maybe I think 3-6.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Yeah.
Mein Herz.
Cool.
Ein Herz.
Mein Herz.
Yes.
Mein Herz ist wie erfroren, als dort ihr Bild darin spielt jedes.
Good. Pause just for a second. We still do wieder, like der is a separate word. Wieder. right? Vida. So it can be very, very, it's a schwa, it can be very weak. Vida, vida, but make it part of vida, right? Vida, dead, vida. Can we try that one more time? Yeah. Sorry to be so picky about it. I can only be picky when you all are very prepared, which you are. So thank you for going with that. Same place, wonderful.
Mein Herz ist wie erfroren, und darin spielst du das Herz voll wieder Christ auf ihr Bild dahin. Mein Herz ist wie erfroren, und darin spielst du das Herz voll wieder Christ auf ihr Bild.
Wonderful. This has come an extraordinarily long way in 20 minutes. Does it feel any better?
Yeah.
Starting to feel more comfortable?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, the sound is great. That last phrase, or that penultimate phrase that you're making with no breath, I don't know how you're doing that. It's very impressive, though. Right? Every time I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you made that. And it's very, very good. Any questions, comments, concerns, grievances?
No, you're pretty good at it.
Great. So we'll run that again at the end. Thank you so much. Okay, finally, Mark, come on up for Der Lindenbaum. Very nice, Mark. How do you feel?
Very good, having fun with the song.
Yeah, isn't it nice? Okay, in full disclosure, Mark is my voice student, and he's heard everything I've had to say already. But we have not had the pleasure of having a wonderful pianist with us as of yet. So there, yeah, we have one right now, and he's doing a great job. Yeah, it feels very good, Mark. It feels a little rushed. We're going a little fast. Remember how fast was the last song? What we just heard before this, Annika's piece. It was super fast, right? Bum 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 ba da dum bum bum. So this is the repose after all of that nastiness. So it should, to some extent, when you see the linden tree, it should be almost a spiritual experience. And that's not something we want to rush. It's the first bit of beauty in the piece, right? So we stroll up. Justin gave a very nice moderate tempo. It says messig. Moderate, it says here in the autograph, moderately slow, actually. So when we're strolling past, we're on our journey, spotlight on the linden tree. Let's get lost in that feeling a little bit more and slow it down and not feel in a rush to get, there are bad feelings attached to the linden tree, which we'll get to, but let's not feel like we need to get, I don't want to see that beautiful linden tree. Okay? So can we try a slightly slower tempo at the beginning? There's leaves rustling, there's lots of nature in the music. So let's slow it down a little bit and enjoy that a little bit more.
You want the song the whole bit?
Is that okay? You play it so well. Mark, pause. Good job. Does it feel more settled out here? Starting to make a little bit more sense? Good. Don't be in a rush. It's still a little bit, it's in that old tempo a little bit. Do you feel okay? Good. It is Der Lindenbaum, right? But when you visualize that tree, you have to be seeing your linden tree. That's the linden tree where we carved our names. That's the linden tree where I first fell in love. Right? It's a sacred spot to you. Oh, right? You have to be in awe a little bit more of that. So although it is the linden tree, make it personal, but internally. So when you breathe, it's a breath of awe and wonder. Am Brunnen vor dem Tor, I see my linden tree. Right. Okay, does that make sense? Can we try that one more time? Right where you come in, or maybe 2 measures before you come in? Yeah, those notes, those measures before you come in, they're recognition. Dum bum bum bum. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's try that. good. Pause, please. That was so much better. One thing that you cannot rush is zu ihm. Zu ihm mich immer fort. We really have to languish in that. Is that okay? We try it a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's a quarter note. It's not.
Dun, dun, dun. And it can be a stretchy quarter note. Yeah, one that with in your brain it can have a tenuto over it.
Okay.
Do we like this? We're happy out there? Okay, good. Can we go from Ich schnitt in seiner Rinde?
Schnitt in seine Rinde, so manches liebe Wort. Es zogen Freud und Leide zu
Good, good. You got the point though, right? Actually, I'd rather the notes be wrong and the idea is there. Yeah? It's totally fine to be in the moment and your brain goes a little bit off of its normal track of protection, right? Oh, please don't let me mess up. Please don't let me mess up. But if we are outward and we open up a little bit more, then I think we really start to share something special with the audience. Great. Let's go on. Feel okay? Happy? Can we go from the maybe the two measures before Mark comes in? Yeah, is that okay?
Ich muss auch heute wandern, vorbei in tiefer Nacht. Du habe ich noch im Dunkeln die Augen zugemacht.
Wonderful. I'm just going to pause you because I think we can do a little bit more. Ich muss auch heute. How does wandering make you feel? Well, here the wandering makes you feel something minor, right? Ich muss auch heute wandern. I think we can give a little bit more on the V there. Vorbei. Don't sleep on tiefer. Deep night. In tiefer Nacht. Da hab ich noch im Dunkel, in the dark, die Augen zugemacht. And that was all great. Let's try that one more time. So we go for dark wandering, tiefe Nacht, dunkel Augen. Okay?
Ich muss auch heute wandern, vorbei in tiefer Nacht. Da hab ich noch im Dunkeln die Augen zugemacht und seine Zweige rauschten, als riefen sie mir zu. Komm her zu mir, Geselle, hier findest du seine Ruhe.
Wonderful. Yeah, no rush there. Good, good. I think we sensed a big contrast there at Komm her zu mir. It was wonderful. We got a lot more happy at the happy part, and that's something that we need to telegraph to the audience. We can't expect them to just they will get it, but I think that little extra communication goes a long way. Okay? Feel okay? Oh, let's see here. Wonderful. Hier findest du deine Ruhe. Take your time.
That could also be slower.
Yeah, and Justin will follow you. He's not too stubborn. Can we just go from hier findest? You have to just be used to taking an obnoxious amount of time.
Okay.
Make them wait for you. Right on hier findest.
Hier findest du deine Ruhe.
Thank you. Right, so that comes up sooner than we think. That was the only thing in the first run that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, die kalten. Just be ready there. Do that one more time. Slow and beautiful. Pause, please. Mark, it just wants to flow forward a little too much. I love that in any other song. Any other song in the world, I think forward momentum is a good thing. This one needs to languish in the repose of the scenery a little bit more. Because after this, it's just so sad and ugly for many more songs. So we really, when we get to this part, no rush, okay? I wouldn't keep bringing it up if I didn't think it was a little too. And now I'm a many hours journey from that place, yet I still hear the rustling. The tree is still speaking to you, okay? So enjoy it. The tree is your only friend. Oh, that's sad, because you lost your hat. Okay, let's go. Let's go again from nun bin. Slow it down. Don't let anxiety or nerves take over. Slow and steady, grounded like a tree. Stunde. Da came too early, which makes you rush. Nun bin, if you weren't my student, I wouldn't stop you like that. Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem. Everything needs to be a little bit more slow and no rush there. Stunde. Same place. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, that is so much more settled. Thank you. Thank you. You don't even realize it. You feel good? Feel happy? You're the only one who can't throw my advice out in the trash on your way out. You have to, because you're my student, you have to put it in your pocket and take it with you. Great job. Feel okay?
Feels a little draggy, but.
Oh, it feels draggy, but not. Does it feel draggy out there? Okay, good. See what I mean? It's because we're always trying to go forward. Here we just need to enjoy the sun, right? Okay, good. Can I have all singers up to the stage? Wonderful, Mark. We're just going to work through Gute Nacht, and then we'll do a full run. That includes you, Mark. Okay, so this is a little bit different. I wanted to include everyone rather than adding a fifth singer. So we're all going to sing a different strophe of Gute Nacht. Who's got, Han, you have strophe 1, Linda, are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we need to be in any order, but we do need to make sure, we only have one stand, so maybe we can hold music. Is that okay? Can everyone see Justin? Okay, so this is a little unconventional, but we're open to it, yeah? Let's just run it and see what happens.
Who is first?
Fremd bin ich ein gezogen,
Great, let's pause it there. Good, just so it gets very nice, very nice. This kind of works. It kind of works. It's a little, obscure, but it's working out. Linda and Mark, I think you need to switch because you go after this, right? So can we do that now? Let's switch you two. Right, this will make sense. This is my stage director brain working a little bit, so that we'll leave you there to do your thing for number 2. Good. This is, only small things to say. Listen, it feels like it should go a little faster until we get to Mark's verse, which is going a little too fast. It feels, Mark, you need to slow down. It did exactly the opposite of what I was hoping, which was it was a little slow, and then we got to Mark and it went a little too fast. So steady yourself, friend, steady yourself. It needs to languish right, you're the sunshine and the hope at the end here in major. Okay, so would we be okay with trying a slightly faster tempo? Remember, we didn't leave on good terms. This relationship. There was probably, we don't know exactly how it ended. We know that, like I said, we know that she spoke of love and her mother spoke of marriage. That's about all we know. I arrived a stranger, and a stranger I depart. So maybe you didn't get to know each other too well. May blessed me with a bouquet of flowers. The girl spoke of love, her mother even of marriage. Now the world is so desolate, the path concealed beneath snow. So I think we want to get the hell out of there, After, it's a bad breakup, and you're turning up the Gute Nacht as loud as you can, and you're driving away on your feet. I think let's keep that sound a little more driven and forward until we get to Mark, who needs to calm down and relax a little bit. Good. Any questions before we go on? It was just a few specifics for everyone, and I think we can move on. But okay. Han, very nice. Actually, Han, I think this can be a little less demonstrative overall. I don't think we need to go crazy with the consonants while we're setting the stage. Okay? I get a little too much in this one. Until you get to, I have Das Mädchen. It has legato written in the piano at Das Mädchen sprach von Liebe. So I think we can just keep it cool there, keep it vocal a little bit, as long as it moves. And then when you get to Nun ist die Welt so trüben, that's where we really want to kind of embrace the drama of the piece again. And then we can start adding more consonants in. Is that okay? Can we try your verse? Okay. Justin, can we try a little faster?
Do you want the whole introduction or just 2 bars?
Oh, 2 bars would be just fine. Thank you. Good. Does it feel okay? Feels much better after. What do you all think? It's good? Okay. It's coming along. Something different, right? The songs are all kind of in a similar character, but they're all a little bit different. So especially when you talk about the Mädchen, speaking of love, we can be nice and proud of there, I think. Good. Let's go on. Annika, that's you. Right. You can, when we do this, you can use my score when we do this. Okay.
Okay.
Now that you've heard it 1,000 times, do you feel like you have a better handle on what the notes do? They just turn around a little bit, and we're using a different score. So let's go through that one more time, a little bit faster tempo than we did the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good, let's just pause for 1 second and go back. When we start to talk about, Weisen pops out a little too much, okay? Weisen, right? When we start to talk about, es zieht ein Mondenschatten, only a shadow thrown by the moon is my companion. It's like we were talking about with Mark, where it's like you don't really have any friends out there. So when we get to the moon shadow, es zieht ein Mondenschatten. Well, at least I have one friend. It's the shadow of the moon, right? So enjoy that, okay? Can we go from es zieht ein Mondenschatten als mein Gefährte mit?
Es sieht ein Mondenschatten aus mein Gefährte mit.
Mondenschatten. You got it. Auf. Good. Wilde. Good. Much better. Good. Let's go on. Good. Pause. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. How does this make you feel?
I think he's really resentful at this point. I think the previous two strokes are a little calmer.
Yeah.
And here it's like, why should I cry about this anymore? He's a little angry at himself, I think.
That's the prompt I have in my book, anger, right? So, was soll ich länger? We can be actually, remember I was saying don't be so clipped on the small words before? Now you can, I think you can go for it. Was soll ich länger weilen? Just make a little bit more out of, enjoy those what are they called? Gestures, a little bit more. Get more wrapped up in the gesture, and I think it will have a little bit, the stray dogs howling, heulen, we can dig into it a little bit more. Not at the sacrifice of your wonderful vocalism, but just to amplify the wonderful way you're singing. Great, let's start right where you come in. Was soll?
Was soll ich länger weilen, dass man nicht drüben hinaus?
Lass.
Lass ihr Hunde heulen, vorüberes Hören.
Now something new. Let's go on. We're going to slow down a little bit when we get to your part. Great, Mark. Let's pause for a second. Good. What's the name of the song? Gute Nacht. So when you get to Gute Nacht, we really have to roll credits, right? Ans Tor dir, Gute Nacht. Very emphatic when we get to Gute Nacht. Otherwise, really nice. I know it pains you to go that slow, but it's going really well. We don't have to go that slow, but it's something in that track. Can we go schreib ihm vorüber?
Schreib ihm vorübergehen, ahnst du dir guten Nacht,
Nice.
damit du mögest sehen, an dich hab ich gedacht. Schreib ihm vorübergehen, ahnst du dir gute Nacht, damit du mögest sehen, an dich hab ich gedacht, an dich hab ich gedacht.
Great. Everyone feel okay? We have a little bit more direction now in each of our verses. We feel like we know what we're doing a little bit more. It doesn't have to be. No one here is expecting perfection for the run. We just want you to communicate something, yeah, in the audience, and you all are so wonderfully. So we're just at about time to do a full run through. Do we feel okay? Does anyone want to get a sip of water or anything before we try? All right. It might be a little bit different than this. This is your verse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Fantastic, thank you.
All right, everyone good? Justin, you need anything? If I had coffee, I'd get you one.
I would take
We don't know where it is in this church. Okay, we ready?
Stage director, where should we go?
Oh, okay. So we're great question. You all can just. How about this row behind Elena? Is this okay? So we can congregate here. Out this. Gute Nacht. We'll wait for the end of the song. Just have a seat over there. Okay. Oh, yeah. How will you get out for your songs, though? How about if you just go behind? Is that okay? You see those pews behind you? Let's just go there. That's a much better, more simple idea. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, let's do this. Hey.
Fremd bin ich in der Haus,
Take a bow, all of you. Come on. Justin.